third attempt at making this video because my webcam keeps doing this weird thing where it beeps at me sometimes. So I'm sort of just trying this one out, but if it doesn't beep, I'm just gonna film this whole video and then post it. So if this video goes up, you know it worked, obviously. And I'm holding this because the pop cover or whatever for my microphone didn't come in yet. So this is one that I had for my old microphone that I had that was just like mounted up. And I'm just literally just holding it with my hand. And I'm just gonna hold it up and sort of just use it to follow myself around kind of while I'm talking for the video. So again, this is my first ASMR video, and my plan is basically to just talk, let anybody who's watching it kind of get to know me, kind of get to know what I'm into, know what to expect from this ASMR channel, the kind of content I plan to make, things like that. And because I'm a master of preparation, I wrote a list down on my phone of things that I would like to talk about. So I'm gonna get that out, and I'm gonna start with the first thing. So, first things first. My name is Tigre de ASMR, or Jack. You could call me Jack too. That's my actual name, as opposed to a name that I just made up on the spot. The name Tigre de ASMR does not have any kind of like special meaning or anything. It's actually kind of a inside joke that my friends and I came up with a while ago. Well, my friends, I should say me. They didn't have anything to do with it. They get no credit. Where my name on a video game we all play, League of Legends, was Tigre de Sangre, which is Spanish for like tiger of blood or blood tiger, because I thought it sounded cool. But the name Blood Tiger was already taken, and unfortunately I do not speak Spanish, but my dad does. So I was like, Dad, what would Blood Tiger be? And he was like, Tigre de Sangre, I think. I was like, okay, cool. So I did that. And now just whenever I make a name for anything, it's always like Tigre de something, whatever the thing is. So this one's Tigre de ASMR. I stream on Twitch sometimes, and that's twitch.tv/Tigre de stream. So, yeah. My age, I am currently 20 years old. 20. Like the first half of the year, 20. You know, born in 2000. I'm turning 21 pretty soon. Pretty soon coming up. I'm excited, looking forward to that. It's probably gonna be fun. Probably just gonna go out with some friends, you know. Just kind of the usual stuff. Sorry if you hear like thunder or anything. It's currently storming at the house, but I'm hoping if it starts to rain, it'll just add to the ambiance. You know what I mean? So that should be cool. That should be fun. First things first. Why I'm making this video and talking to you right now. ASMR has been like a pretty big thing for me for like a long time. I got super into it a little while ago. I'll touch on that a little later, but basically it was just kind of like, man, I really like want to start, you know, getting more involved in the ASMR community, because I think it's one of the best communities on the platform of YouTube and just in general, because everybody is just so nice and accepting of everybody else. And if you don't know what TingleCon is like the ASMR convention. It's coming up the 25th, I think, so in like 10 days, maybe a little shorter depending on what time this actually gets uploaded. But yeah, it's coming up. Oh, sorry, camera's kind of going out of focus. So that should be really fun. That'll be really cool to do. that's why I decided to start. I basically just decided, it's better late than never, I guess, at this point to just start making content. So, next thing, what I like to do. I think when I wrote this down, I meant what I like to do in like an ASMR sense, because that's kind of the topic right now. But so ASMR related, really. I guess my favorite like sounds are probably like mouth sounds. So like kind of the stuff that like people like Ano ASMR and JoJo's ASMR. If you've listened to either one of them, are like really good at stuff that they do a lot. It's really good. I really like water sounds, like when people get little spray bottles and things and shake them around and stuff. That's probably my like favorite. And then just like regular tapping, stuff like that, like just. It's just classic ASMR sounds, stuff like that, are like all my favorites. How long I've been into ASMR? So it's been a while. I think I first started watching ASMR when I was like 12 or 13. So it's like 7-ish years ago. The first time I ever remember getting it, though, I meant to tell this story. The first time I filmed this video and I didn't. So, first time I remember getting it was when I was watching Batman: The Dark Knight. Because for whatever reason, when Heath Ledger would sort of talk, or like move around and do certain things, I would get sort of the like tingles for whatever reason. And I didn't know what it was until I watched a Tosh.0 episode with Tony Bomboni, because he got put on Tosh.0 for making I think it was like a Mermaid Boy roleplay or something like that. And after I saw the Tosh.0 episode, I was like, that was kind of interesting, I want to go check that out. So I watched the video, and I got like super sucked in from that point on, like super into ASMR and everything. I watched his content for a long time. I think there was a guy named Cody, I think is what it was, Cody ASMR. I watched him for a while, and then I sort of branched off, started looking at like some female ASMR artists. I forget the one whose name it is now, I forget who it is, but she had a particular video that I used to watch all the time that was her chewing like Big League Chew. It was from a really long time ago, if you know what I'm talking about. But she like told the whole story about it, like its whole origin story and everything, and she like was blowing bubbles and stuff on camera. It was cool. It was a fun video. I fell asleep to that video many times. And then I got super sucked into GB ASMR, all of her content, because it was like super anime, and I'm like really into anime. So it was like just super cool to see all of her role plays and cosplays and things like that. And she's awesome. So, like huge inspiration. And also just amazing ASMR. So that was sort of how I got started, and sort of what the rabbit hole led me down. And now I listen to a lot of Tirard Duelo. He's definitely probably my favorite ASMR artist. Him, Atlas ASMR is also amazing. Zeitgeist, ASMR Zeitgeist. Power of Sound, I still listen to JoJo ASMR. Ephemeral Rift. Anybody who does like the really weird kind of cosplays or like role plays, I'm usually really PC, but I'm really excited for the new, all the new like PlayStation games and the new Xbox games that are all coming out. Stuff like the new Horizon Zero Dawn game looks really good. There's a bunch of games on Xbox that look really good. I'm so pumped for the new Far Cry game. I cannot wait. Minecraft is getting a new update very soon, and it's supposed to be like, it's gonna be like one of the biggest updates in a while, and that's super exciting. I'm very excited for that. I will definitely be streaming it. If you watch this and are interested in seeing the stream, anytime. Streaming schedule-wise, I really gotta get into it, but it's a little hard for me right now, just because I work a lot and I wake up really early to go to work. And now I want to start doing this, so this is gonna take up a little more time also. But I'm really hoping I can get more into streaming very soon in the near future, so be on the lookout. It's twitch.tv/Tigray stream is what it is. So Tigray stream. So on this one I have bucket list items is the next thing I wanted to talk about, I guess. Bucket list items, the few big ones. Go to Japan. I really want to go to Japan. I really want to visit and see it. I think it would be really cool, and I love the food, and the culture is just really cool. Things like that. I also really want to learn how to speak Japanese, or any other language for that matter. Just learning how to speak a second language is a really big thing I've always wanted to do. Ireland. I really want to go to Ireland. My mom really wants to go to Ireland too, so I'm really hoping maybe someday I could take her to Ireland, you know what I mean? Something like that. Just be a cool trip to go do. Skydiving. I really want to go skydiving. I've never been. I know a few people that have gone and have said they really liked it. Those few people are kind of like adrenaline junkies, so I'm not surprised, but I kind of am too. I love all that stuff, so I kind of want to just really go skydiving and see, get that experience and see what it's like. I'm going to tell you about a bunch of my favorite stuff now, is what I wrote down. So my favorite color is purple. Yeah, it's purple. I think because my high school colors were purple and gold, and purple. I just think it's really cool. It's not like too dark, but it still kind of has that dark and mysterious kind of aspect to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's my favorite color. My favorite game is probably still just League of Legends or Minecraft. One of the two. Take up a lot of time. I spend a lot of time playing those. They're my two favorites. And it's League of Legends, Minecraft. They're both super fun. Kind of different because Minecraft is very open world exploring, and League of Legends is very much repetitive and sort of doing the same kind of things every time. But yeah, I love both of them. Play them all the time. My favorite show. I'll start with my favorite TV show, and then I'll go into my favorite anime. So my favorite TV show at the moment, currently, is a show called Manifest. It's Manifest. Manifest. is just amazing. Everything they always do in it, I love it. Like, the jokes are hilarious, and just the characters are awesome. And just the overall plot of the show, I think, is really interesting and cool, and just really funny. My favorite anime. My favorite anime is probably season 1 of Dr. Stone. Like tied for first with Jujutsu Kaisen, only because Jujutsu Kaisen is so good and has so much room to grow that I think it'll definitely take the number 1 spot. But Dr. Stone season 1 is amazing and is a trip if you enjoy science like I do. It is absolutely amazing, and I cried a few times when watching it, just trying to imagine, what's going on. If you've never seen it or haven't heard of it, it's about this guy named Senku. That's the main character's name, and kind of like the other show we were just talking about, for whatever reason, the entire world gets turned to stone, and he wakes up like 3,000 years after he gets turned to stone. It's like 3,700 years or something like that. It's a ridiculously long time. And the world is basically reverted back to the Stone Age. And it's about his journey trying to bring the world back into the current age we're living in with technology. Speaking of technology and things that are very technical. Dr. T ASMR is another guy I really like. That just popped into my head saying that. My favorite movies. Are definitely Good Will Hunting and The Martian, which are both Matt Damon movies. Now that I think about it, Good Will Hunting, classic, Matt Damon and Robin Williams. I don't even want to say anything because you just need to watch it, and it's just amazing. If you haven't seen it, I definitely say go watch it. It is well worth it. It's so good, super classic, super emotional, super kind of funny at some points. Ben Affleck is in it too, and he's hilarious. So that movie's really good. And then The Martian with Matt Damon is just another just masterpiece of a movie. It's so good. Like the storyline is amazing. It's just super interesting and super cool to think it's about an astronaut who gets stuck on Mars and is forced to live on Mars by himself for over a year, I think, maybe over 2, maybe close to 3. I don't remember the exact time, but it's a long time. He has to spend a long time on Mars by himself. He's the only person on Mars, and it's really cool. It's a really interesting story, and I'm really hoping my chair isn't being obnoxious and squeaking, and you don't hear that. If you do, I'm sorry. My apologies. My favorite music. So currently, right now, I am listening a lot to the music off of Bo Burnham's new Netflix special. Inside. It was really good. The music is all just fantastic and amazing. And it's so meta and about how the internet is kind of crazy right now. And so it's really cool. It's a really cool special. If you enjoy kind of deep philosophical kind of thought-provoking kind of stuff. If you're just there expecting comedy, you're gonna be not happy. It is funny, and it still has funny stuff. It's just it's a lot more serious than some of his other specials. If you've seen any of those, I also really like just any kind of anime music. I listen to a lot of anime music. A lot of Japanese pop music. There's this one band called One Ok Rock. That is very good. It's amazing. I love their music. All their songs are just fabulous. They're probably my favorite band right now. As far as English or American, I guess, bands go, it's probably Imagine Dragons is definitely up there. I really like some lyrical rap music. People like Eminem and Logic and Kendrick Lamar, stuff like that. It's really good, gym, gym music, motivation music and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's the brunt of the things I had on the list to talk about. So I would like to, if you'll indulge me, just sort of tap a tiny bit on some things that I have around my room that are a little interesting that I think might help you get to know me, kind of. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Be right back. So that's the first thing. This is my Rubiks Cube. I first learned how to solve it. I'm not really gonna like twist it because it would be too loud if I tried to twist it. Maybe I'll do it in a different video if I can, like grease this thing up and kind of quiet it down. But I first learned how to solve this, I think, sophomore year of high school, which is like 6-ish years ago. And a friend just taught me how to do it. And it's basically just like 5 or 6 different algorithms that I had to remember once I got the cube to a certain spot. Maybe I'll do a video on like, ASMR, how to solve a Rubik's Cube, because that's definitely not been done before, I'm sure. 100%. So, yeah, I'm just gonna tap on this for a little bit, and hopefully it sounds good to your ears. I mean, hopefully you're asleep by now and aren't even hearing this, but if you're not and you're still watching, thank you, and here you go. So that's my Rubik's Cube. Yeah, I can't solve it very fast. Probably take, well, not very fast. We're like, compared to the people who actually like speed cube and stuff like that, I can solve it in I probably can get it in like just under a minute. Maybe a little more than a minute, but around like a minute-ish is kind of where I'm at when it comes to solving that thing, for speed at least. But yeah, the Rubik's Cube, it's really fun. Just like a really fun toy to mess around with. And like logic and reasoning skills and stuff like that. Basic stuff. But it's really fun and I really enjoy it. It's kind of like a cool party trick to pull out sometimes. Be like, oh yeah, I know how to solve this thing if you mix it up. And people are like, whoa, that's crazy. How do you know how to do that? And then everybody always asks the same question. It's like, can't you just repeat 2 moves and have it solved? No, you can't. No, you can't. If it's already solved and you just repeat 2 moves like 20 times, eventually it'll just go back to being solved. But if it's completely mixed up, just doing 2 moves isn't going to solve the entire Rubik's Cube. Sorry to burst anybody's bubble who thought that. I apologize, but that's just that's not how it works, unfortunately. Next thing I want to grab is this. This, if you don't know what this is my dice that I use to play Dungeons and Dragons. Me and my friends play Dungeons and Dragons a lot, so this is my dice. I hope that wasn't too loud, sorry. But yeah, Dungeons and Dragons, super is the dungeon master or DM who controls the world, and everybody else is a player. And you make a character, and you get items, and you just go explore, and you fight enemies, and it's really fun. It's like a role-playing game. It's a really good time. I really enjoy it. But you need dice to play it. I mean, you can use dice online, but dice are like a crucial part of the game. So I have my dice right here. I can show you each individual die, but that'll probably take a long time. So I'm just gonna sort of mess with the cap on it for a little while, a little cap here, and just tap on it kind of. So enjoy. So the video is getting to be around like half an hour-ish, and I think I'm probably gonna cut it right now and say goodbye, just because I want to make sure my computer can handle uploading a video that's this big, because like I said, this is my first try, so I've never done this before. But thank you for watching. If you made it to the end, if you're still awake, thank you. If you're asleep, thank you also. If you like completely hated the video, that's fine. One request: tell me what I can do better. Even if you enjoyed it, if you think I could do something better, please definitely tell me, just because I want to make content that people are gonna enjoy. And the only way I can do that is if I know what people like, or what people are looking for, or what I'm doing that is not enjoyable for people. So if you have like recommendations of things that you would want me to do, or like even just things you want me to see, or things you wanted to see, sorry, not that you want me to see, things you wanted to see, or things you would want me to talk about, anything like that. Like if there was something happening, or something in the video that I may have missed that you think I should definitely know about, because I shouldn't do it, or because I should keep doing it. If you like something too, you're more than welcome to tell me. But yes, I really appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. I hope to be making a lot more videos in the coming future, like very near future, especially if this one doesn't do, entirely terrible. That was probably really loud, I apologize. Oh god, the camera's beeping and I gotta go. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. I have been Tigre de ASMR, and I'll see